welcome to the National Baseball League. Alright, this is the games for yesterday. I'm behind a bit, so yeah, I'm going to fly through these. And I'm going to go right now. I'll just do it, but the rest of this, today's stuff tomorrow. So yeah, we'll start top left, we'll work to the bottom right. At the bottom left to right. So we start with the Portland Anchors and the Utah Raptors. So 2 days ago, the Portland Anchors, yesterday, the Portland Anchors, they won the second of a 3-game set with this one. 3-0 over the Utah Raptors. Really good defensive performance. They're not a very offensive game, but Portland, they're getting just enough hits. They got the lead, and then they held on to the lead. They won 3-0. Good job defensively. Pitching-wise, just 3 hits allowed. Fantastic. Portland leads the series 2-0. They went to the Montreal Expos and the Memphis Blues. First of a 3-game set. An absolute bang of a start for the Montreal Expos. They win 5-2 over the Memphis Blues. 6 hits, 2 errors for Montreal. For the Blues, also 2 errors. But they don't have the run support backing it up, therefore they lose 5-2. Not a good start for Memphis. Montreal. Montreal's not a great team, but they got a big win. Maybe they can start to turn the tides if they win this series. We'll see. They went to the New York Sailors and the Minnesota Northern Lights, first of a 3-game set. Pretty close one, but the Northern Lights come out on top to win 6-4, and they shut down the Sailors. And the Sailors, they don't have a response. Good job defensively towards the end of the game for the Northern Lights, as the Sailors had no answer. Good job to start a series. Northern Lights led the series 1-0 against the Sailors in New York. The win of the Aviators and the San Diego Seals. First of a 3-game set, pretty close game, but San Diego just scored a little more runs than Columbus. They won at 7-5, and the Aviators again had no response. Just they had the runs for them. They kind of just stopped. San Diego did a good job late in the game, shutting down the Aviators and the Seals. Laid the Sailors 1-0. Hopefully the Aviators can win the next 2, please. And San Diego's good, but I'm less mad about it. But come on, hopefully. I don't know. I'm still gonna check. I don't care if they're the worst team. I'm still gonna root for them. For the Columbus Aviators. I love Columbus. We did a Clippers game last week. It was fun. I've talked about it before on some of these videos. They went to the Orlando Sunrays and the New York Giants. First of a 3-game set. The Giants absolutely obliterate the Sunrays. Hold on, let me check something. When's the line? Are the Sunrays still on a long losing streak? We'll see. See the... Oh my gosh. It continues. So I'm going to count their losing streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's reached double digits. It's reached double digits. Wow. Absolute. This is the worst way you can start a series. We're already on a 9-game losing streak, and then they lose game 10 of the losing streak, 13-3. It honestly seems like a hole so deep that that they're never gonna get out of. They had everything about 2 weeks ago. It's gone. Like Thanos. They're at the top of the division. Let's see their standing in the league. So if we go to standings, they're at the bottom. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They are tied with the Tampa Bay Titans for fourth and or 5th place. Wow. They're tied with Tampa. That is actually incredible. And now Atlanta and Memphis are on the top. Gators, they were at the bottom about a week ago. Now they have the number 3 spot. Tampa Bay they have fallen. So the Titans and Sunrays just kidding. How is this possible? Like, genuinely. it's fascinating. But also, if you're a Sunrays fan, it's depressing. How? How do you go from being the top to the bottom in 2 weeks? How? So drastic, so sudden. Alright, yeah, they've lost 10 in a row. Wow, it's nice. The series 1-0 with a big win, 13 runs, 19 hits. I don't even know what to do. The defense is just hideous. Pitching is hideous. Doesn't matter how good their offense is because they just don't. They give up so much. They give up too many runs. That's been their problem throughout this series. I'm just baffled. I'm baffled. The way the Toronto Huskies and the New Orleans Gators. Pretty close game, but the Huskies ultimately they come out on top here and they do a great job late in the game, just kind of like San Diego here. They shut out Columbus late in the game. They don't let the Gators come back. They shut down New Orleans like San Diego shuts down Columbus. Pretty similar type of game here. 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for New Orleans. Huskies with the 8 runs. Good way to kick off a series. They lead the series 1-0. Okay, then we're going to do an interesting game. Let's take a look at Philly. I might start doing this where I'm going and looking at, because I have all their like recent games right here. Where's Philly? This could be like a 15-minute video if I do this too much, though. Philly, okay, there they are. This is the first time they've won, as far as I know, they given up double digits in a single game. Yeah, it is. It's the first time they've given up double digits. They give up 13 runs. It's the most runs they've given up all season. 19 hits. No, 17 hits. Sorry, I was looking at this board again. 17 hits they've given. So Philly, my assumption for now is that they just had a bad game. Bad start to this series against the Boston Whalers. Whalers taking full advantage of Ohtani and all those people. Oh, yeah, he had 6 RBIs in this game, by the way. 6. Because they came on the little MLB of today's game, which was the Edmonton Eagles and the Seattle Sasquatch. They have like a little news around the league, and that was one of the news stories. Ohtani with 6 RBIs in this game. Whalers win 13-3. Then we head to Chicago and Oakland. First of the 3 games set. Good start for Chicago. Maybe they're getting right back on track again. They've shut out the Oakland Ocean 5-zip. 7 hits apiece, no errors. Great. Not much to say. Just good offense, good defense. Because Oakland could not put up squat. Good job for the Rattlers to start the series. Maybe they can get back. If they could play more like this, maybe they'd be a better team. Because they seem to be going downhill, not uphill. You want to be going uphill. Now, head to the Tampa Bay Titans and the Detroit Motors. First of the 3 games set in Detroit. Big win for the Titans here. Detroit is struggling offensively. They can't really. Must be 1 run, 5 hits. The pitching, iffy. This one shows 6 runs, 13 hits for the Tampa Bay Titans. Really good job capitalizing on some struggling pitching. They win 6-1 over the Motors. And they come on up the series late. Then we head to Washington and Vancouver. So the Monuments and Grizzlies duel it out. Pretty close game, but Washington unable. They give up that. They give up a couple runs. Grizzlies lead 9-7. And similar to San Diego or Toronto, Vancouver does a good job shutting them down late in the ballgame. Really good job shutting them down late. With a 9-7 win over the Washington Monuments. 9 runs, 8 hits, and an error. 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Monuments. Good start for the Grizzlies. Let's see if it continues into Game 2 and the rest of the series. I'm curious. I want to see how this one. A lot of these, I want to see. Certain ones that I want to focus on. Probably this one, definitely. Obviously, my Aviators, but not really crazy about that one. This series. What other series? This one. I want to see how Memphis responds after a humiliating loss, a bad loss to a team that's not even that good. I want to see how the rest of it goes. So this series. Oh yeah, these two. Washington, Vancouver, Memphis, and Montreal. Those are the ones I'm focused on that are on this board. Maybe I'll do that for board number 2, since I did it here. So girls, I led the series 1-0. Then we moved to Cincy with the Cincinnati Stingers and the Las Vegas Gamblers duking it out. And Cincinnati, similar to Detroit, they couldn't hit. And they could not hit to save their life. 1 run, 8 hits. They couldn't hit. At least they couldn't hit enough consistently. It's only probably 8 scatter hits through 9 innings. Where they just left a lot of runners aboard, which is not without. Those runs don't mean anything if they don't go anywhere. You need to bring them home. Vegas did a good job of shutting them down and won 4-1. 111 hits with the error. Stingers with an error as well, but they couldn't score. And the Gamblers led the series 1-0. So Vegas is starting to actually win games. Will this get them out of the hole they've dug themselves in and get them out of this? Because now Columbus might become the worst team. Okay, they had a few bad games recently. Montreal's a bad team. They won yesterday. Chicago's pretty bad. Orlando's falling apart. They were good. Yeah, they're becoming better. They're not much better than Columbus. They're pretty much in a Rocky scenario. Pretty much, that's what they're in. Orlando, because they're that bottom team. They're not as bad as the Rockies, but it's that same scenario. They're so far below it. Before they know it, Titans could have actual lead above them. And the rest of the division is just fine. The top 3 teams are all really good teams. I wonder the Southwest division is just weird. The Southeast division. It's a weird division. Final game, Texas Twisters and the San Francisco Firebirds. We still got 3 games after this because we've got to have a board 2. Twisters win 9-6 over the Firebirds. 11 hits and an error, 6 runs, 6 hits for San Francisco. So hey, when they do hit, they hit good, but they also give up a lot. Some bad pitching and defense for the Firebirds loses them this game. No response, and Twisters hold on and win 9-6 with a good start to this series. We head to board number 2. So here's board number 2 for yesterday. I know it's almost midnight, but I don't care. So just 3 games left. I kind of got into a rabbit hole watching videos. Oh yeah, I need to do that thing. So we got 3 games left. We got St. Louis Stars, Albuquerque Aliens. It's the one I covered. Not exactly a fun game, but Aliens win 1-0 on 4 hits. 0 errors, 1 run, 4 hits, 0 errors. And then the St. Louis Stars, no runs, no errors, but 3 hits. Pretty boring game. Not really much. I don't have much to say. Just Aliens scored 1 run, then they did a great job defensively. Especially in the 9th inning, they shut down St. Louis yesterday. It's 11:50 something. It's almost midnight. I'm tired. So, good start for the Islanders. They lead the series 1-0. Then we had the second game on the board, number 2. The Edmonton Eagles and the Seattle Sasquatch. Eagles with a 4-0 shutout win. Good win for them over the Seattle Sasquatch. Forza, great job. Defensively, 4 runs on 7 hits. They do make 2 errors, but they get out of it unscathed. They still get the shutout. 6 hits and an error for the Seattle Sasquatch, which this ties the series at the 1. And then I covered the following game today, just a couple hours ago, which we'll get into that in tomorrow's episode of this show, or whatever you want to call it. This daily series, covering every single game. So, that's that. Final game. Blowout win for the Atlanta Arrows over the Houston Cosmos. They went 10-3 on 13. It's really good job offensively. And this is why they're at the top. They overload you with offense. They are really good at offense. 10 runs, 3 hits. Really good showcasing of their offense today. 10 runs, 10 runs, 10-3 win on 13 hits for the Arrows. Don't make a single error or defensive mistake. It was registered anyway. And the Cosmos, they're 4-3 runs on 9 hits. And they make 2 errors. And the Arrows benefit off the 2 Cosmos errors. Great way to start a series against Houston. They lead the series 1-0. That's it. Goodbye, good night, see ya.